Hey guys, it's Bobcat Soup. Welcome back to another video. If you're not familiar with this channel, I draw, and lately I've been doing a series where I turn monsters. I already messed up. You know what? It's staying in the mistake. I turn states into monsters. There you go. Last time I did New York, it got a pretty good response actually, so thank you for that. And in the comments, there was 2 comments that suggested doing Florida, which is also actually my home state. I'm in there right now. I'm currently in the peninsula, so we're going to go ahead and do that today. If you're wondering what this is, it's nothing serious. It's just a pimple, and I was embarrassed. In fact, you know what? It's too embarrassing. Censor it. Throw a censor over it. So going into this, I had 4 animals that I thought would be a good fit for a Florida monster. The American alligator, the Florida panther, the manatee, and the dolphin. So the first sketch idea was to just take the alligator, have it as a base, take away the hind legs, replace the four limbs with puma legs, and have little kitty ears. And some manatee fins here and there, but I wasn't really feeling it, to be honest, so I moved on to a second sketch. On the second go around, I decided to give the alligator a kind of manatee snout to make it look a bit more friendly and cute, and eventually here you're going to see me get rid of the cat ears. And initially I wanted like 2 fins, like on the sides of the head, but I didn't like that, so I just had 1 fin. And yeah, got rid of the puma limbs because, again, I really could not figure it out. I didn't like it. So instead I just gave it dolphin fins and gave it the alligator's legs. Basically completely scrapped the cougar. No more cougar. It's done. Euthanized. Gone. About right here you'll see the start of a weird habit that I had during this piece, which is doing really thick lines. I don't know why. Throughout this whole thing you're going to see thick lines. I was just obsessed with thick lines. I have no idea why. It just happened that way. I don't know. And here you see me giving it sharp teeth. I debated on giving it, I don't know, some other type of teeth. I wasn't sure exactly what. Maybe slightly more rounded teeth like a dolphin. I kind of wanted to make it cute, or maybe not even teeth at all. But ultimately I figured this is a monster. Even if it's supposed to be, you know, friendly, it should probably have like sharp alligator teeth, and so I just went with that. Hoping that the fin doesn't look too much like a shark fin. It is a dolphin, that's the intent, and there's absolutely no way I was going to make a creature that was mixed with alligator without getting those cool spine ridges, which is my favorite part of an alligator, and obviously it lends itself really well to a monster. So if you're anything like me, you probably get a little bit OCD-ish, and in the middle of recording this video I noticed that right up there, all the way in the top corner, you can actually see the Steam UI. So yeah, now that I pointed it out, you won't be able to unsee it, and have fun looking at that for the rest of the video. You are welcome. I'm inking that little dolphin part on the end of the tail, which is actually one of my favorite features. I considered actually just leaving it as like just a regular alligator tail, so nothing on the end. But I'm so glad that I added the dolphin thing, because it really just like gives like that extra neat like little detail on the end, and I think it just really looks kind of cool mixed with the rest of the alligator's tail with the spines on top and stuff. I debated a lot on the colors for this thing. You can see me going to green for the alligator, to seafoam for the manatee, and ultimately I decided I'm going to do seafoam and also orange, because obviously our state fruit is the orange, and I couldn't really think of how to incorporate it into there. So yeah, this is kind of a nod to that, is that he's got some orange highlights on him. And it also kind of, like, coincidentally, it has the colors of the Dolphins, the sports team. They also use that kind of like seafoamy color and orange, so that's kind of a funny coincidence. I didn't really mean for that, but it worked out in the end. I'll just say it's intentional. It was intentional, I intended it. Creative genius. The water texture that I'm using here, I found it from a DeviantArt user named BerserkKitty. I don't know if they're still active, but I checked their page and they were active as recently as June 11, 2021, so, you know, just short of a year ago. but you should still check them out. This is a cool water texture, and thank you, Berserkity, if somehow, somewhere, by some chance, you are watching. And now that I'm coloring it in, there's really no way to avoid it anymore. I am adding a whole entire beach to its back, since Florida is known for its pretty beaches, and is also known for amusement parks. So to represent Orlando and all those crazy parks they have over there, I'm also adding a Ferris wheel to the top of its back. So yeah, it got a little bit weird, but I think it's cool in the end. So the idea is that people would kind of fly out on like planes, so this thing would just be, you know, floating around off the coast of the US, and people would go fly planes, land on it, and go and enjoy the beach and also the huge gigantic amusement park that's on its back. So yeah. Now, to be honest, I kind of did steal the design for the palm trees and the Ferris wheel off these stock images, but I purposed to find stock images that were generic enough of designs that like I wouldn't think it would be that big of a deal. So hopefully it's not. To be fair, I did go through like the effort of completely, you know, drawing over these, but you know, hopefully you can still, you know, watch the rest of this video and you don't have to look away in horror after watching that. And here, me being the madman that I am, I was going to actually draw a whole entire roller coaster as well on this thing's back, but eventually, after importing it, I just looked at the document for a while and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's overkill. I think you get the idea. You can imagine that there's roller coasters there if you want, but yeah, in the actual drawing, just a Ferris wheel I think is enough for me. And of course, before right there, you could see me also stealing the gradients and the halftone texture, and later the grain I'm gonna overlay on top of it as well. So yeah, same thing as the rat monster. I think it really adds the finishing touches, and I'm willing to look like maybe a bit of a plagiarist by taking it off of Google Images. Same thing as a rat monster. I really took my time shading it, and I really enjoyed shading it. Went for that same kind of, you know, geometric type of style on it, and yeah, I think it turned out really nice actually. Just like I did on the shading for the rat one, I did take another gradient and put it over the shading here, but this time I kind of did like an overlay thing so that it was actually kind of blue hued, which I thought looked nice with the waters. Adding the final touches, and just like that, another monster done. Here is the reveal. What do you guys think of my end result? I think it's pretty cool. It kind of looks like a mosasaur or something. And also let me know in the comments what you want to see from me next, whether it's more states in the monsters, countries in the monsters, anything else. I like to draw everything from monsters to robots to aliens to blah blah blah, pop culture characters. Any drawing suggestions that you have, leave them down in the comments, and I might try it out. Who knows? I'll see you in the next video.